What's good, Cuzo?
I'm in the hood, Cuzo.
Knock on wood, Cuzo.
This a good look, Cuzo. What's good, Cuzo?
I'm in the hood, Cuzo.
Knock on wood, Cuzo.
This a good look, Cuzo. What's good, Cuzo? Yo. What's good, Cuzo?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Feel good. It feels good, man. New Year just came around, man. Let's start this off right, man. We back.
You already know.
It's back. You already know. It's Mr. Bright, the light of your life, here to get things right with my Cuzo, man. What we doing, Cuzo?
Yeah. Y'all already know Young Tito. We in the building. What's good, Cuzo podcast? You know what I'm saying? What's up with Big Fruit? You hit him?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just about to tag him in right now.
Okay. What's up?
What's up?
We good, man.
What's good, man?
I'm all
right.
What's good?
We got the man of the hour. You know what I mean? Y'all already know. It's the What's Good Cuzo podcast. So we definitely got to give you a dope introduction. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing your thing, and we want to let the people know what's going on with you. You know what I mean? Big Fruit is in the building. Y'all already know, man. It is what it is. What's Good Cuzo podcast.
Salute. Thanks for having me back.
You already know, man. What's up, man? How you feeling? First of all, before we get into this,
I feel good today. I was looking forward to speaking to y'all for about 4 days now. I've been waiting.
That's what's up.
Real talk. I wish we could have did it yesterday, but I know on Monday nights y'all blast off on the radio station. You know
yeah.
So
yeah. You know, we working.
Shout out the radio station. Shout out that platform that y'all rock on.
Yeah. Ben Brothers Radio at DTF, definitely. Gotta shout that out.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I know y'all did that, so I had to wait one more day to speak to y'all on a Tuesday. But I'm here, man.
Yeah. I'm good, man. You know. What you had to say, Cuzo?
I said we was gonna make it worth your while, though, Cuzo.
That's what's up. Man. I'm here, man. I'm here for all the smoke. What's happening?
Because you got your podcast going and you're doing real good. I see you doing your thing. So I wanted to ask you, what made you get into podcasting?
Honestly, when I got with St. Laz and I did the LG story, Laz kept saying he saw something, he heard something, he felt something, and he threw a battery in my back. I didn't immediately jump on it. I went to New York for my birthday. I spoke with some people and they said, yo, go for it. I was like, you sure? They was like, yo, man, go for it. So when we came back down south from New York in the summer, I went for it. And I'm enjoying it, man. I'm having fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be a YouTuber. I wanted to be a top podcaster / show host. In my early days, I would say I'm trying to be the new Arsenio Hall. So I didn't want to be a YouTuber. If you pay attention to what YouTubers do, they do what they do. I'm trying to create my own lane where you never know what you're going to get when you tune in to my podcast. I'm trying to do decent journalism. I ain't trying to be messy. I'm trying to give respect where respect is due with my storytelling. I'm not doing no capping. I'm not telling no stories without people's blessings. And I'm just, having fun with it, man. And I'm hoping people appreciate what I'm doing, man. That's all.
Yeah. How was that experience working with St. Laz? How was that?
Oh, man. It was dope. It was dope working with St. Laz because I believe we made history in New York City, if not throughout the world, because we were on YouTube. But I like to say we made history in New York City back home in Brooklyn. I believe the LG story itself set a trend where other people came out the woodworks and started doing their stories, which was dope because I listened to them all. I want to hear all that shit. You know what I'm saying? and I hope everybody go to St. Laz and give him their story. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great experience, man, and Laz made me tap into a talent that I always knew I had that I wasn't utilizing. With journalism, creative writing, public speaking. I always knew I had those skills, but I put them shits in my back pocket, and Laz made me bring them out. So it was dope. It was dope.
No doubt. Shout out Laz.
How do you feel? How do you feel about all the attention that you're getting, or even Lafayette Gardens is getting at this time?
Well, to be truthful with you, when we first popped with the LG story, I was loving it. You know what I'm saying? I thought everybody home was loving it too. You know what I'm saying? And the ill shit is this, right? From day one, shit didn't go right with the LG story. Not as far as me and Laz was concerned, but as far as the public. People back home, you had a lot of people that was happy and excited, but you had a group of people that were disgruntled from day one. They didn't let y'all know. They let us know. From day one, we was getting shit like, yo, that ain't really happened. Yo, that ain't how it happened. Like, from day one. Or yo, I was there. Why y'all ain't saying my name? Like, stupid shit. From day one, bro. And we had to hold that shit back and continue producing content. From day one. I would get the weirdest phone calls from dudes. Yo, and they know I ain't lying. Yo, you gotta tell my story. I'm out here doing this, I'm out here doing that. And I'll be like, oh, word, that's dope. Yo, here go Laz number. Call him and tell him your own story. Nah, I want you to tell it. Like, that shit was weird to me, bro. I guess dudes was recognizing my talent, recognizing I had the voice of the streets, and they wanted me to tell their stories. And that shit was like a damper on what we was trying to do. So when you say the attention, you're speaking about the negative attention, right? That shit was like that day one.
Actually, I wasn't. It was it's a lot of attention. Period. I'm not gonna say it was all negative. But I get where you're coming from, and I understand where you're coming from. But I'm not gonna say it was all bad attention. But it's a lot, and I get you might be getting a lot of it in the backlash.
Listen, man.
Listen, can I say something?
Yes, yeah.
When we brought you on to do the What's Good Cuzo podcast and for you to tell your story, we did that so you could tell your truth.
Right.
Now in that, we knew we was probably gonna get some backlash from that because it's people that's on the other side of the story and they may feel a certain way. However, I understand. I get it. But we did it with no malice. We wasn't up there like trying to hurt nobody. Like, we were just telling your truth or telling your story. That's what it is. And that's all we want, because we are journalists as well.
Right.
We not out here putting out no false narratives or no fictional stories. That's not what we do.
Right.
You know, you know, because also we come from that same cloth. That's not what we put out here. So I understand people may have they be better off hollering at us, like you said. Holler at us. You come up here and tell your story. Tell your side.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you
Listen, we don't. But I get what you're saying. But I also get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Because now proceed. I'm gonna shut up.
The LG story was going smooth. It wasn't a problem until people started to feel left out. When people started to feel left out, like their name should be mentioned, that's when shit went crazy. Because the LG story was pretty much done. people just start coming out the woodworks with a bunch of crazy shit about fruit. Fruit this, fruit that, fruit this, fruit that, right? You don't stand on your square for 30 plus joints, son, if your name ain't right. If your integrity ain't right. So all that hoopla and all that crazy shit that people was trying to do and say about me, son, it was sad. The sad part was niggas was entertaining this shit. That's what was sad to me. Yo, you heard that? Instead of saying, yo, cut that shit off. Like, don't get that shit no energy. Like, niggas was giving it energy to the point where niggas was questioning me, man. Like, are you fucking crazy?
Yo, Fruit, let me ask you, right? How was that transitioning from going to Laz, doing your thing on Laz, and then doing your own thing? How did you make that transition?
Doggy Diamonds helped me. Shout out to my brother and my mentor, Doggy Diamonds. Doggy Diamonds helped me. He was the first person in this YouTube world and in this podcasting shit. I like to say podcasting because that's what he is. He a podcaster. He's not a YouTuber. He's the greatest that ever did it, if you ask me. But Doggy reached out to me first and let me know, listen, I got you. I'm going to set you up with your first interview, and we're going to take it from there. So he set me up with my first interview out on the West Coast. Shout out Big Steel. You know what I'm saying? They interviewed me on their West Coast platform. And that first interview, when he cut the camera off, I cut mine back on. Like, I had a bug. I had a Jones right then and there, bro. So Doggy Diamonds did that shit, man. Word them
shout
up.
Doggy.
Yeah, Doggy
Definitely
Diamonds.
shout Doggy.
Shout out Doggy Diamonds. That's a fact.
Yeah. What's some of the things that Doggy said to you that influenced you?
He told me basically like, yo, because Doggy know me a long time, man. When we was kids, running around doing a lot of dumb shit downtown Brooklyn. Rough Child, Sarah J, Fogelman Park, just being badass kids. So he always felt like, yo, you have a story to tell. Tell your story. Mm-hmm. So if you pay attention to the early days of my podcasting, everything was about me. I told the stories about me. And those stories about me put me in a comfort zone in front of the camera, in front of my audience, which allowed me to tell other stories as well. So it was a smooth transition.
And you mentioned earlier, you know what I'm saying, that you was talking about how you grew up and all that. And you know what I'm saying, how some of the things that you learned from your youth and growing up, how does that help you now in your podcasting with your story and everything like that?
Oh man, shout out Miss Roberts, Junior High School 113, and Miss Abbott. Yeah, man. When I left PS 270, I took a writing test to get into Rough Child, Junior High School 113 downtown. I went to school for journalism and communications. So early, I had a thing for communicating. Then you go off into getting into trouble, going away, having to write letters home. I was able to communicate on a certain level with people. Plus, I used to read a lot. You know what I'm saying? I learned plagiarism early. I'm kid you not, man. I'm being honest with you. I learned what plagiarism was early. And in order for you to learn what that shit is, you have to be a writer. You know what I'm saying? So I've been a writer since I was 13 years old, bro. No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's a talent my old man passed me. My father's a writer. My father done wrote books in prison and shit like that. Hood novels. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my father, Big Feet Long. You know what I'm saying? He got Fallen Angels out there on Amazon. He passed me that talent. And I'm just letting it out, bro.
Did he actually help you with that talent, or you think it's hereditary?
I think it was hereditary, man. I think it's something he just passed off to me, man. Plus, you got to remember, growing up, he did a lot of time, so he did a lot of writing home.
So let me ask you,
You know what I'm saying? So,
since you're a writer, what's one of your favorite books?
ooh, I might have to say the Black Western Cole, Cole. That's one of my favorites.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Yes, yeah. See, the Black Western Code.
Black Western too. There, that sounds like that's something you need to read.
Anything written about Nat Turner.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm good.
I will read, yes, definitely.
Any biography written about Nat Turner, I'm good.
No doubt, no doubt. What's some of the things you writing now? Because you mentioned you write. So what are you writing now?
Okay. Now I'm gonna give it to y'all. I ain't gave it to nobody but y'all. So this is exclusive shit right here. Exclusive. I'm writing. I'm taking my time, and I'm writing 2 screenplays because people want these. They want the stories, but they like fruit. We need it on paper. We're telling you. We want the story, but we need it on paper. So my back is against the wall. I have to really step up and shut all this shit down and write. And the 2 stories will be C70 Fruit and the boys of C74. For some reason, they want this jail shit. That's what they want, and I'm going to give it to them. But I'm also trying to get somebody to look into my life story. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm more than a jail nigga. But they want that jail shit. They got an audience for it. The people that I'm talking to, they have an audience for that. And I'm going to give them what they want. But I have to do the writing for C70 Fruit and the boys of C74.
How that's coming along?
I've been in a good space. My energy is right. It's going accordingly. The only thing is some of the people not here no more. So the writing is kind of, it's kind of eerie. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Big Belly Man Heck. Rest in peace, Shoe Shine. We just lost Shoe Shine. So that shit is kind of eerie. So I ain't rushing it. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to get done.
What you like better? Just verbally saying it or writing?
Verbally, brother. Word. Verbally. All that box time, yelling on the gate, telling war stories. I could do this shit for days. That writing shit, man. Oh, man. They getting their money's worth, I guess.
And just in case the people don't know, don't you got you got other businesses going as well?
Yes. We got the podcast rocking. The podcast led to Big Fruit Management. Shout out Chaos to Rowdy MC out of Newark, New Jersey. That was my first artist. Shout out my new crew, Hood Related, Dog Shine, Smooth Leone, and Breeze Profit. I'm working on getting them up there on a Monday with y'all. I gotta get Young Tito the music he asked me for. He told me to load his email up. I'm gonna do that. So yeah. I got 1 solo act. I got a 3-man crew that are all individual acts. I'm working on Mr. Bright and Young Tito. Listen, man, I'm trying to do some big things with this Big Fruit Management, son. So if things go the way I want it to go, man, 2024 will be a smash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's your favorite part of doing this? Basically, what I mean is like the managing, the writing, or the storytelling, or what's your favorite part of this?
The part that doesn't feel like work. The part that doesn't feel like work for me.
Yeah.
Storytelling.
Storytelling, okay.
Everything else feels like work.
Does that have a go ahead.
I have to learn to be a manager. That's work. You know what I'm saying? Did playing with all this digital shit. That's work. I just want to sit in this chair, man, and tell myself.
It ain't that easy.
It ain't. You see, I turned up. I got better with it. You know what I'm saying? I learned some things. I got some brothers out there that's helping me. Shout out my big brother Get out in Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? I got some brothers that's helping me. Sonny Winners TV, Sonny Blanco. I got some brothers that want to see me win. So, you know, I'm doing what I do.
Is that a reason why you named your podcast Talking on the Gate?
Well,
or is that just a segment of the podcast?
That's a segment. I have 3 segments on my show. I have 3 segments on my channel. I have Talking on the Gate. I have more than 3 actually, but I have Talking on the Gate. I have Sunday Brunch. I have Freestyle Friday. I also have Friday Night Lights. Now, Talking on the Gate term from prison. You know what they always say? Niggas always talking on the gate. But it was always used in a derogatory or negative term. Yo, stop talking on the gate. He's always talking on the gate. So I just wanted to flip that and put talking on the gate in a positive form. So when I blast off with Talking on the Gate segments, you don't get the bullshit dudes talk on the gate in prison. Instead, you get the opposite. You're going to get informative and educational information talking on the gate.
How was because I seen you like donating to the kids and stuff like that. How was that coming along?
Okay, I didn't get to do nothing in November for Thanksgiving because my wife fell ill. So on Christmas, we did the senior citizens. I did the senior citizens for Christmas. It's a great possibility we'll double back for Valentine's Day. So I try to get out there and do my charity as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm a one-man band though, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on YouTube asking for cash apps. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't work overtime for extra money. None of that shit, son. I do all that shit out my pocket. Straight jacket. Don't nobody help me do none of that. It's all fruit.
Yeah. As far as I'm gonna bring it back to the writing a little bit, right? As far as the writing go, have you thought about writing like for movies and stuff like that too?
I'm doing that. I have to do that now with the C70.
Oh, okay. With the C70 fruit and okay.
I have to do that now.
So that's not a book or anything. That's a movie type. That's
going to be a screenplay so they could put it on the screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's dope. Yeah. Have you thought about writing books? Because you said your dad wrote books and all that.
I tried that shit a time or two in the box. It wasn't my thing. Wasn't my thing.
Mm-hmm. And these the screenplay that you're writing, are you using the actual names or are you changing the names a little circumstances, or is everything just the realness?
I'm gonna write it the realness, right?
And if they change it, that's on them. That's what you're saying.
Tell me we have to make the necessary changes. Then
okay.
I'm gonna give it to them raw and let them tell me, oh, we can't do that, we can't do this, we gotta change that, we don't want no problems. I'm gonna let them tell me that shit. I'm gonna give it to them raw. Dude, this is what it is.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you, but do you want to open that bag on who's investing in that and the people that you're dealing with, or if you want to keep that to yourself?
I got more than one person knocking at the door. Shout out to Tubi. Shout out to Freeze. But I really like what Tubi doing, man. I really do like what Tubi doing. I really do. Shout out to Gravy.
Yeah, Gravy doing his thing, right?
He over there doing things right now. He over there doing things, and I'm trying to get on that train.
No doubt.
I got stories for days. Everybody know Fruit. I got stories for days, bro. And if dudes want me to tell a story, I'll do it and put some money in their pocket. Straight jacket.
No doubt. So coming up and all that, right? Let's go to the beginnings of Big Fruit. You know what I'm saying? Because last time we had a little audio problems and all that. So
okay,
who was some of your influences? You know what I'm saying? Like just growing up, especially in Lafayette Gardens.
Now, I know Lafayette Gardens before Lafayette Gardens, bro. That building I live in, 325, I watched as a child. I'm talking about a baby. These niggas that hung out with my aunts and shit like that. I watched Carlton, C. Asiatic, Smitty Love, rest in peace. I watched Big Urge, Killer. See, y'all don't remember these dudes. I
remember Big Urge. He used to be balling, dunking all the time. Yeah.
No, but see,
I remember
that's what you remember. That's what you remember.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't in the street with him or nothing. I wouldn't say that.
I remember when he was a gangster. Like, I remember when he was a gangster. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with Prince too. Shout out Prince, your DJ. Like, I remember when they was holding down the projects. I was a kid watching this shit. They was out the projects and shit like that. So it was a lot of motherfuckers who I could say, yo, this nigga, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy with it. But when it really came down to me keying on one individual, like be that dude, it was wild. It was wise for me.
Why you say that?
Well, I was around him a lot, right? And I watched him progress in his, how would you say it? Thuggery. I watched him progress. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't taking shorts. He ain't taking no losses neither. I feel
hold on.
He would be the right person to follow.
Before we even get into that, Cuzo, because like we said, you said you knew Lafayette Gardens before it was Lafayette Gardens. Can you kind of even paint a picture before we even get there? Let's go back. Let's go back to the kid. Let's go back to Fruit when you was a kid. Can you even just paint that picture of how it was before all of that stuff, before you turned into Big Fruit?
It was dope. It was dope. I remember when the projects used to feel so big. It felt so big. We had the side, 456, they was in their own world. We had the back, 470 and 433. You had the middle, 411, 415, and you had the front, 345, 325. I don't know how the fuck you just did that with 7 buildings, but it used to feel so big that we did that. And it was all love, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember when going to the back of the projects was an adventure because we lived in the front. That shit was an adventure to go back there to the jams and shit like that. So it was always love, like we said in the LG story. It was love, a lot of history in there. But shit changed. People changed. Things changed.
What's some of the positive feedback you got from LG since you've been doing your podcast?
Off my podcast or the LG story?
I mean, you could kind of dwell into both, the positive side to it.
The positive side when the LG story first.
Let's start with the LG story. Yeah, let's start with the LG story.
The story first pop. I never forget the first phone call I got. And I shed tears in my kitchen, bro. My kitchen. In front of my wife, on the phone with the homie, waterbed, have. Y'all know.
Yeah, Waterbed. Remember, I was young and.
You know what I'm saying? Hanif. I'm talking about Hanif.
Oh, okay, yeah, Hanif, yeah.
I'm saying I'm he Waterbed on the ground.
Yeah, that's on the ground, yeah.
On the phone with
I think you talking about the original Waterbed.
No, not our Waterbed.
Okay. Hi, I got you.
Shout out Hanif. And he can contest to this, bro. When he called me and expressed his gratitude on behalf of him and World's family, that man on the other end of that phone heard me cry like a baby, son. He heard me cry like a baby. Like, he was like, yo, let that shit out. I was like, yo, like, the shit was therapy for me. You know what I'm saying? So in the beginning, it was nothing but love. But what y'all didn't know, bro, while we was getting all that love, we was getting some hate from people in LG.
No, we understand, brother. Believe me.
Crazy, brother. Like, it was really crazy. Like, the phone calls were weird. I was like, yo, y'all niggas acting like women, man. Like, this is for all of us. It ain't personal. I'm not talking about fruit. I'm talking about LG. Yeah, but I was there too. Well, I ain't gonna remember every single dude. Like, you taking this shit personal.
Yeah.
Personal. And it was never meant to be personal. Because if it was personal, I'd have got up there and took shots. And it would have been a big fruit story day one. Jacket. I didn't do that. I tried to show people love and respect, especially the people that was jammed up in a cell or buried in a fucking box. That's what I was trying to do. I don't know how all this shit went left.
And the podcast, what was the positive feedback on that?
Well, the podcast, I didn't get too much positive feedback on the pod. In the beginning, it was rocking. Then the trolls came and all the bullshit. And Fruit had to strap up and do what the fuck I do, and then I became the villain. Exactly. And I don't mind, son, because like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. And these niggas gonna leave me the fuck alone. Stay out my lane and leave me the fuck alone. Straight jacket. Keep my name out y'all niggas' mouth because y'all niggas' name's not in my mouth. Leave me the fuck alone. Because if we was in the street walking on that cement, that's how it would be. You don't know me, I don't know you. You don't fuck with me, I'll fuck with you, and that's that. You ain't gonna be whispering behind my motherfucking back. So don't do that shit on YouTube, social media, man. Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? But once a motherfucker fucked with me, I became the villain because I had to handle my business. So now I'm the villain. Oh, yo, you the nah, niggas fucking fruit, man. Fruit mind is motherfucking business. So I ain't get too much positive feedback. God bless his soul. Shoeshine had his foot in my ass. Me out. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, you forgot who you is. Why you arguing with these niggas? I'm like, man, that shit easier said than done. When you got yelling, screaming your name. Man, fuck that. Ignore them niggas. So Shoe was mad at me. Mo Dog the same. That nigga had me on punishment for about 60 days. He ain't talk to me. So I went through it, fucking with this YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna eat my smoke because I'm focused. 2023, I'm doing some things, man. And people
exactly. I'm glad you said that.
People
We
gonna
shine light on the positive thing. Like, even right, like the reason why we spent back, like I said, because we had little technical difficulties on the first one, so it wasn't clear enough. So we was trying to make this as clear as possible. Like I want to shed light on all of the positive things that's going on. We got enough negative things that's going on out there. We already know what that's about. So we gonna shed light only on the positive things and the things that's moving and got movements behind it. You know what I mean? Right. I also want you to plug your store in. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Oh, listen. I ain't plugged. You see the logo. Johnny's Boutique. You know what I'm saying? It's not up and running right now because I'm looking. I don't want to pay overhead. I'm going to teach you. We going talking on the gate. We talking on the gate on the What's Good Cuzo podcast. Informative information. I closed down the store and I'm taking my time reopening because I don't want to pay overhead.
Okay.
Okay? I don't want to rent space and pay the overhead while I'm trying to grind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy property. I'm going to buy me a one-level home, ranch home. I'm going to gut it out. And I'm going to have 2 businesses in there. As you know, Janique's Boutique will be one. But keep your eyes open for Angela's Helping Hands, which will be a home. What is it? I know it's medical services. That ain't my lane, so I'm tapping right now. I'm freestyling. My daughter,
we had to talk to the missus about that, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna have the Angela's Hands popping.
You gotta check in.
Yeah, they're gonna have the Angela's Helping Hands popping, geared towards the seniors, the veterans, and the disabled. You know what I'm saying? Medical services. And we're gonna have both businesses in this one house. And I'll pay mortgage as a homeowner, as opposed to paying rent and paying somebody else's mortgage. So,
I mean, you kind of beat me to the punch, but I was gonna say, what do you plan on taking it further this year with you? You already explained the Zani Boutique and
with me,
the Angela joint.
Real talk, man. I'm hoping to learn how to be a decent manager this year. The guys that's trusting in me to be their manager, I'm looking forward to doing the right thing by them. And I just look forward to taking this podcast to the greater heights, man. You know what I'm saying? The same with y'all, man. I hope y'all take y'all shit elsewhere as well.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely do that.
No doubt.
Let me podcast rocking. I got the radio station rocking. Man, y'all are both individual music artists. You got your plate full, man, so it ain't no time.
Definitely.
Ain't no time to be bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
None.
Salute.
Hold on. Sonny just said Angela's Helping Hands is a home care agency. She in the building.
Okay.
Yeah, she on the line.
Shout out to Sonny.
Yeah, shout out to Mrs.
We didn't even read the comments, man. Chip Lover in the building. You on the check?
Okay. Yeah. I can't see him. Cuzzo will have to do that.
This is family in the building. This is family. We got the Cuzzos on the screen. We got Chip Lover and Wifey in the comments. This is all family. I like this.
Okay. Oh, so you live too?
Absolutely, my guy.
Okay.
No, I'm live on y'all show. This is all about y'all.
Yeah.
Sonny on y'all platform right now.
Okay. Like I said, I can't see it. That Cuzzo had to see that.
Tapping in on your platform. I can see the comments though.
Love y'all.
I think me and Cuzzo can see the comments.
Yeah, I can't see them. I'm on my phone.
It's all good though, man. Yeah, man. 2023, we need to be doing better things, man. Word.
Definitely.
We need to work more together. You know what I'm saying? We need to work more together because, like I said, if I really do become an established manager, because right now we all rolling the dice. They new artists, I'm a new manager. We feeling each other, we vibing, we like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We all in with each other. But
being that you new to managing, right? What are some of the things that you think entails with managing and how you gonna get better at it?
Communication, because nowadays, technology, a lot of moves are being made without people being close up to each other. You know what I'm saying? Face to face, in arm's distance or whatever. A lot of business is being conducted in that manner. And it's like, if you can't communicate properly, a lot of shit can go left. A perfect example is texting. If you text somebody and that shit is not received right, it could go left. You know what I'm saying? When it's text, pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? So communication is everything. I'm looking to be a better communicator with the people I work with. So that makes me a better manager. Communication is key. Yeah.
Are you involved with the musical side? I mean, in more like, I need y'all to go this way with the music, or you just give them free range?
Not yet. Not yet. You know why? My artists, shout out Hood Related, man. I love me some Hood Related. They straight street right now. And I'm feeling the energy. So I'm letting them niggas go. You understand what I'm saying? Go. Flood the street with the music. Do your history. Learn from other people's success. Curtis Jackson and G Unit did what the fuck they wanted to do, and they flooded the streets with that music. And when it was time for the bag, they cleaned it up. So I'm letting Hood Related go. So I ain't got nothing to say about nothing they put on motherfucking wax. Except be careful with the production and the sampling, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I wish to get better with buying our own beats. You know what I'm saying? So we can do better things and bigger things with our own music. You're limited when you're using industry beats and you're sampling, so you're kind of limited. But I'm letting them go, bro. I'm letting them go. But I do look forward to the day where I could be like, yo, listen, we need a radio joint. I look forward to those days. Then I know I'm really a fucking manager. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to that shit.
No doubt. And with their music, right? You feel is hardcore. What are some of the things, like you said, you let them do them, but right now, as you see it, what are some of the things you think they can touch up on? As a manager, looking from a manager's point of view.
I think they can touch a little more on current events. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We've had a lot of shit go down in the past 36 months. Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? The brother just recently got dragged over there in Mississippi. Like,
yeah.
I would like to see them go hard.
Memphis, yeah.
I would like to, the shit that happened out there. I would like to see them brothers to go hard on some shout out to Dead Prez, like the Dead Prez group used to do. I would like to see them put some of that hardcore energy into some conscious street rap like Dead Prez used to do. Yeah,
being you from Lafayette Gardens, right? And you trying to get into the managerial thing. Who are some of the influences from Lafayette Gardens that, you know what I'm saying, you listen to growing up and that can help you with learning this game today?
Well, the only people from Lafayette Gardens that really had that type of success, who I would say, yo, bro, I need a mentor and you're the guy, it would be Easy Mo B.
Shout out Easy Mo.
Shout out Easy Mo B. He's the guy from LG. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to LG hip hop, he's the Mount Rushmore. And everything falls behind him.
Can you explain to the people?
If I had one choice, I would hope he would be the man to sit me down.
Now, can you explain to the people why you saying that? Because people might not even know. You know, this is a new generation, cuz
okay, well, Easy Mo B,
Easy Mo
B. Well, I know Easy Mo B before the record deals. You know what I'm saying? When they was, jamming in the projects and shit. Him, Dave, AB, rapping, dancing, singing at jams. Eventually, they formed a rap group called Riff. Rapping is fundamental. They had a rap group in the projects who they actually had a record deal. And Easy Mo B was the in-house producer. And then he just took his production skills to another level where he was the in-house producer on that fucking Ready to Die. He worked with Pac. He worked with Big and Pac at the same time, shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That Running from the Police, that was a classic.
And he's from LG.
The original Running from the Police. People don't understand. He did the original Running from the Police.
And he's
which
really
was crazy.
so he's in the studio with LG niggas when shit was hot. Like Easy Mo B is very, very important to LG.
Being that we talking about music and the influences from, you know, the projects, right? And I recently was watching an interview, I mean, not an interview, a little documentary from What's the Numbers TV, and he was talking about Nut, you know what I'm saying? The original Tito, we all know, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying?
Peace,
and he was starting a label called Yo-Yo Records. Where do you think Nut would have been today with that record label? Or you can't, you're not trying to see that far?
No, you know, Nut was
because he was definitely taking it there, you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
and he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot just being around him.
Dude like this, right?
And I'm blessed to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? To say I was a part of that. Because Nut used to come get me, put me on that mic. You know what I'm saying? Like we was gonna go crazy.
Nut was the type of dude like this. He was built for the lights, the cameras, and the action all day long. Right?
He loved it.
Loved it. He gonna step out there and shine like the best of them, if not the best.
Mm-hmm.
But if he could control his ego, he could have been a Jay-Z, Puff, 50 on the executive level. That is a lot. I'm not talking about this.
I know what you mean.
As an executive, he could have been Irv Gotti. He could have been Jay-Z, Ding Dash. Like, I see that. Nut could have done that. Absolutely. No question about it. He was built for that type of shit. He was built for that type of shit.
That's dope. That's dope.
Real talk. I wouldn't expect nothing less from Ivory Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Shout out young Nick. He on his way home.
Okay.
Yeah, his son on the way home.
So as I see you talk about the manager, do you plan on taking it to the executive level?
Listen, man,
I mean, the manager's executive, but you know, that kind of CEO level, I guess.
Now you talking about my own label and shit like that, man. You know, things evolve. Nothing stands still. You know what I'm saying? Evolve.
But right now, you just worrying about managing. You saying?
Right. Things evolve with time. Nothing stands still. And wherever managing is supposed to lead me, that's where the fuck I'm trying to take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to progress. I got 3 grandsons. I'm trying to build generational wealth. I don't want my 16, 17-year-old, 17, 18-year-old grandson working. I want that nigga to say he got money in the bank. If he want to work, that's his business. I don't want him to have to work. You understand what I'm saying?
I know you cool with Mano and all that. How he feel about the position you taking now? Or have y'all spoken about it?
Didn't I tell you I went to New York and niggas was like, yo, go for it. That was him.
Okay.
Yo, do a podcast. But he told me, YouTube streets is nasty. I ain't know what the fuck he meant. But he told me, YouTube streets is nasty, but you got something, run with it. And you know, anything worth having is worth fighting for. You understand what I'm saying? And if you've never failed at something, you've never tried. And if you want something in life you never had, you got to do things you've never done, man. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing right here, man. I'm doing what I got to do, man. I'm getting it out the mud. And I'm doing fruit, man. I'm making my legacy. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail all that motherfucking time. I ain't have no legacy. The fuck, I'm 17-year-old jail, bro. Now I'm building my legacy, bro. And I'm doing it for the world to see. Right here on fucking YouTube like an idiot. I don't know why.
Nah, not an idiot. I wouldn't say idiot.
Nah, man, I don't know why the fuck I jumped on YouTube, but I'm here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. What the fuck? I'm here.
Yeah. What's the name of your managing company?
Big Fruit Management. Big Fruit Management.
Short and simple.
Short and simple.
Short
and simple. Big Fruit
Management. I would ask you what made you name it that, but it's kind of, self-explanatory, right?
I went to the game the other day to watch the Charlotte Hornets play the Miami Heat. I escorted the Big Bird from the Miami Heat. The Big Bird. I escorted him out. I might start Big Fruit Security.
Yeah.
Shit. I escorted him out the building.
Yo, you see.
I might start Big Fruit Security, man. Shit. I'm trying to get to the bag, man. My way.
Real quick, Cuzo.
Because it's better ways to get money than fighting WWE on YouTube. It's better ways to get money.
Facts. Let's go. Talk that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need security soon, man. I said I'm gonna need security soon anyway.
Listen.
They looking at me like a star already. I know this guy from somewhere.
Yo, Cuzo. Who you got in the Super Bowl?
I told my co-worker today, right? Shout out my co-worker Mo, here Kansas City Chief fan. Him and Fonzo. Him and our boy Fonzo from LG, aka Baby Boy. They the only two niggas in the world I know.
Shout out Fonzo.
That's Kansas City Chiefs fans. And they're really Kansas City Chiefs fans. They're not bandwagon niggas. I respect what they got over there, man. That's a team that just gets better and better every year. Patrick Mahomes is motherfuckers can't do what he do with the ball. But Philly, man, that boy over there in Philly, he making a statement, man. So I'm gonna put my money on Philly, man. And if Philly win,
Yo, man, that's right there.
If Philly win,
day.
I told my coworker, I said, yo, if Kansas City lose, I don't think they coming back. What's this, like their third time in 5 years?
I don't know. It might be something like that.
Yeah,
they won two.
Listen, Cuzo, I don't want to get off track because they about to kick me out of my spot.
Okay, listen, I'm out. Listen, tune into the Super Bowl. Super Bowl night.
Tune in.
Tune
into the Big Fruit podcast, the real Big Fruit podcast.
Tune in
to Bright TV where everything is lit. Tune in to Young Tito, all cap. Also tune in to Big Bros Radio every Monday from 7 to 8 on DTF Radio. We not playing no games out here. Yo, Cuzo.
Now you forgot one more thing.
What's up?
The album, the demo.
You already know.
Go get
y'all definitely got to go get that. The debut album.
Go get that demo. It's on all platforms. Go get that right now. Young Tito, the demo. Yo, Fruit, I had a great interview. Well, we had a great interview, you know what I'm saying? I wish we could have talked a little more, but you know what I'm saying? It was always a pleasure to have you on the What's Good Cuzo podcast.
All right, how about this? The next
What's
one
up?
on me. I'm going to interview y'all.
Yo, I would love that, man.
I would love that.
Definitely.
Great.
Definitely. We'll set that up, you know what I'm saying? We'll come on there. We'll definitely do that.
Salute. Say no more.
Salute.
What's good, Cuzo? I'm in the hood, Cuzo. Knock on wood, Cuzo. This a good look, Cuzo.